Hey guys, today I want to share with you what I pack as carry-on skincare products for when I travel and offer some tips on how you can care for your skin during those long international flights. Hi, my name is Dr. Jenny Liu. I'm a board-certified dermatologist and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm actually going to Paris in a few weeks. My husband and I are going there for the first time to attend a friend's wedding, and we have some sightseeing activities and some other things that we have planned out. So we're really excited. But anyway, the flight from Minneapolis to Paris is at least over 8 hours. And for me, when a flight is longer than 7, I usually like to do something to care for my skin. As you guys know, the air on the plane, it's refiltered and recirculated, and it's very dry. Like the humidity is less than 20%. And so dry skin is by far the biggest concern that we should be mindful of when we're flying. And so I want to share with you the products that I bring with me as carry-on, and then some tips on how I care for my skin during long international flights. In addition to dryness, many of us are still probably wearing masks, and mask acne can certainly be a concern when we're flying. So I'm also going to offer some tips on how you can care for your skin if you are acne prone. And the other thing to keep in mind is that even though we're doing a skincare routine, is very much simplified. The one thing we kind of have to keep in mind is how we can properly remove our makeup and how we can properly cleanse our skin, because even though there is a bathroom and a sink, washing our face isn't as easy on the plane. So to start off, I recommend just going out the plane, minimizing what you put on your skin. So I actually like to really avoid wearing makeup if possible on the plane. That way you can minimize what you have to take off. Certainly don't skip on sunscreen. You know, there is a much higher amount of UV radiation when we're up in higher altitudes. Now, when it comes to cleansing, I find the easiest and most economical and environmentally friendly is to bring on my own makeup wipes. I have these DIY makeup wipes that I make with cotton pads and micellar water. I just literally take a little Ziploc bag and then put like 4 or 5, how many I think I will need to remove my makeup, in my Ziploc. And then basically just drench the whole bag with micellar water. So I'm just using this one from Garnier. It's the one for sensitive skin. Saturate the cotton pads, and then you kind of have your own makeup wipes on the go. I find this to be more gentle. I actually don't like to buy, since I don't normally use makeup wipes, I don't feel that it's necessary to go out and actually purchase a set of makeup wipes just for trips, because I have these at home. If you do this like the night before you go on your trip, the water is preserved and it doesn't dry out quickly. So certainly this is what I do. Another way you can remove like makeup is to use like a light lotion or even like facial oil. These can help to dissolve some of the impurities from your makeup. And certainly with that though, you still need to go in. It's almost like doing a double cleanse. You certainly will still need to probably remove all the residual oil from your moisturizer or facial oil that you use to remove your makeup with micellar water. I feel like cleansing balms are a little bit harder to wipe off, and so I find that a little bit of moisturizer or facial oil, just a little bit on your fingers to kind of gently rub around your eyes to remove mascara, it can be helpful. Otherwise, micellar water on cotton pads is kind of my go-to way of cleansing when I'm traveling. So after you remove makeup, next step is just to apply products that's going to keep your skin hydrated and seal in with a thick moisturizer, and essentially you can be done. What I like to do if you feel comfortable or if you have the time is put on like a hydrating sheet mask. Certainly that can help to add additional hydration to your skin, and it can be very nice and relaxing, especially if you're going to be on the plane for over 7-8 hours. Certainly can give you something to do. Obviously some people may find that slightly uncomfortable, so do what you are comfortable doing. But I find that doing a hydrating sheet mask and then follow that with a hydrating serum and then using a thicker moisturizer, which is really key here, is really going to help to seal in all that moisture, prevent transepidermal water loss, and just keep our skin more supple and hydrated during the rest of the flight. So here I actually do recommend, even if you have more oily skin, going with a slightly thicker moisturizer and a cream. That's going to be really helpful in preventing moisture loss through your skin. Now, if you're not comfortable doing the sheet mask, another thing you can consider is after cleansing, do a little spritz with water. You can certainly use products like this, for example, from La Roche-Posay or Vichy or Avène. They all have these like thermal spring water sprays that you can spritz. The key when you do anything with whether it's sheet mask, hydrating serum, or even a little spritz of water is to make sure to put on your thicker moisturizer moisturizer before your skin completely dries. You really want to seal in that moisture. When you apply the moisturizer after everything has dried up, essentially your skincare is less effective. Literally just put on a thick moisturizer, bring like a petrolatum ointment. Don't forget your hands and lips, and make sure to coat your lips as well as your fingertips and hands, because certainly your hands and lips are also going to be high risk for drying out too and feeling chapped. And then really that's it. The other thing I think is really helpful here is to save all of your sample products that you purchase for flying. That way they're TSA friendly, allows you to try certain products if you have an opportunity like to try the products that you may otherwise don't have time to try. But certainly that is what I really like to do. Now for this trip, we're actually going to be arriving at 8 o'clock in the morning, and because we can't quite check in to our hotel until the afternoon, I unfortunately have to kind of do another routine for the morning just so that way I can like go about my day when I arrive in Paris. So certainly with this trip, I actually brought on another like vitamin C serum, a lighter moisturizer, and plenty of sunscreen that will just allow me to basically complete another morning routine just due to the logistics of when we arrive in Paris. So when I think about actually just traveling and when I pack with me, it's very, very simple, guys. And here I really like to simplify and really like to pick products that kind of will double duty. And what I mean by that is I will pick a moisturizer that's thick enough that I can use on my face as well as on my hands or anywhere else I need it that gets chapped. Similarly, I'll bring a little small tube of ointment if I feel the need, can certainly put on my face to slug, but we'll use that on my lips because my lips get super dry when flying as well. And the last thing is to remember to make sure to bring enough sunscreen. If you're not going to be removing your makeup or doing like a routine per se, at least make sure, especially if the duration of your flight, there's going to be a lot of sunlight, you want to make sure to reapply your sunscreen. And the easiest way is to just bring powder sunscreen. That way it's hands-free, it's clean, mess-free, that you can just reapply every few hours. Now, if you have acne, what you can consider is after cleansing, removing everything, is to spot treat some of the acne with a few acne treatments, like for example, a little salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. I do find those to be very drying. So one of my favorite ways, especially if you are wearing a mask for the duration of the flight, is to actually bring on some acne patches. That's going to help hopefully suck out some of that red juicy pimple that you're experiencing, but also serve as a protectant, so that way it minimizes the contact with the mask, minimizes the friction and the irritation that the mask may bring and may cause on your pre-existing pimple. The other thing you can consider is bring a hypochlorous acid spray. So hypochlorous acid is basically essentially dilute bleach. Bleach is actually an ingredient that dermatologists love dearly. We actually recommend doing dilute bleach bath, essentially creating a little clean swimming pool at home for kids that have eczema, for individuals that may have like say infected skin that is not necessarily need to take an antibiotic, but just by doing some bleach bath, it can minimize inflammation and the bacteria burden. And so there are certain skincare products out there that actually basically is formulated that is gentle enough to actually spray on your skin. The one that I really recommend is from Tower 28 SOS Rescue Daily Spray. And this basically has dilute hypochlorous acid, and it's really meant to calm irritated skin, eczema prone skin, acne. And you can certainly spray it on your skin and then put your moisturizer over that to kind of help to keep the bacteria and the inflammation at bay on acne prone areas. But the other way I really like to use this is if you tend to wear your mask for the duration of the flight, is to keep your mask kind of sanitary and clean and free of bacteria, is actually to even spray the inside of your mask as needed. That way it minimizes that kind of buildup of impurities on the inside of your mask that may otherwise flare your acne. All right, so this is my travel carry-on, and sometimes if I'm just packing a carry-on without checking in a bag, this is actually the bag that I bring with me. I really like it because there's a hook. I can just hook it when I'm in the hotel, and it's got a lot of great compartments that allows me to organize my products. And so this is what I have, and what I'm bringing is carrying on with me. So we have my, just pre-made micellar water cleansing pads, and I also have about a few sheet masks. And certainly if I don't have the opportunity to use them on the plane, I'll use them in Paris. The next thing I have have with me if I don't do a sheet mask would be like a little hydrating serum, and this is just from Drunk Elephant. And then also just brought a little spritz of water. And you can certainly throughout the flight, if the flight is really long and you feel like it's getting dry, your skin is getting dry, you can do multiple rounds of spritz and moisturizer. So you can certainly do that. And then follow that with a thick moisturizer. I brought this one because I just want to finish it, but this is the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. Ultra heavy duty, really thick. And I can even use this on my hands too. And so I brought that. And then just another option, again, I kind of just want to take this opportunity to finish up some of these, is just like a sleeping mask. I did mention this earlier, but sleeping mask, a hydrating sleeping mask can be like a great option to use on the plane because often there's layers that are helpful to like multitask. So you're certainly getting skincare and hydration at the same time. And this one is the one from Youth to the People. So you're getting some vitamin C, you're getting hydration and improving in some skin texture and skin tone. And this is super rich and thick. So a great moisturizer to use. And then just brought some Aquaphor to keep my lips and cuticles and hands hydrated. And that's pretty much it for evening routine. And then before I land, I probably will just do a little quick cleanse if my skin is super kind of goopy with the sleeping mask. And then I just plan to put on a vitamin C serum. Again, this is from Sunday Riley. It's just another sample that I actually haven't opened that I recently received. Again, mostly for convenience. Maybe another layer of hydrating serum. Otherwise, I'm going to just go in with a lighter moisturizer. And then I have the one from Aveeno, the Calm and Restore for sensitive skin. And this is like a gel cream. So it's going to layer very nicely under sunscreen. And I can't quite find my hypochlorous spray from Tower 28. I don't know where my daughter put that actually. But certainly I did bring a little packet of acne patch in case if I do get a little pimple, I have something to put on my skin as a protectant. And then I have sunscreen that I brought for the trip. Essentially, I'm going to just put on probably my Ulta MD. This is a sheer mineral hybrid sunscreen that is really nice and lightweight. I have two other options if I wanted to reapply. I love powder sunscreens, as I mentioned earlier, for reapplying sunscreen. And I really like this one from Color Science because a couple things. It's tinted and it's great at powdering your face at the same time if you tend to get oily and shiny throughout the day. Also brought in a sunscreen stick. This is from MD Solar Science. I really like this one because, well, first of all, it's mineral based, but also it's got this dome shape. And so for those who have like sensitive skin or say fine sunscreens that burn around the eyes, using a stick sunscreen is going to be helpful because the formulation with many of the sticks, they tend to run less into your eyes. And I like the dome shape because it makes the application around the eyes much easier. It really fits nicely along the curvature of the bone of our eye. But yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Like I said, just keep it simple so it's doable and it's easy for you. Hydration is really the most important here. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. I can't wait to share more of my Paris trip with you guys. If you have any questions, please comment below and also let me know what products you like to bring when you're flying internationally. Again, you can find more of my content on social media and I will see you guys next time. Bye!